Alright, so it took a while for me to actually think about doing this, but I think it's about time that I actually do this. Tower Frightening Nightmares. Tower is not really that fun, but to be completely honest, it's fun with skips, but I'm probably not going to be using skips to show. I'll show where the skips are, but yeah, for the most part, I'm going to just show how to do pretty much the entire tower, legit, and then if you really want to skip, you can. So for these first wedges, you just kind of do that. Funny 12 stud. You'll probably fail that a million thousand times over. Would not be surprised. Jump on the bottom there. I like to line up with half my head out, and then I just do that. Go around these cobras on this side. Makes that a lot easier. Some normal truss flicks. Alright, head hitters. And yeah, pretty much all floor 1 is against the wall. And it's pretty easy. These jumps are a little far. Alright, now we're on floor 2. So, you get some 10 stud wraps, and you get some more. This thing tilts, so I recommend just jumping across it the entire time, so it doesn't tilt. These conveyors go right and then left. So jump onto it, hold W and A for the first one, and then when you get to the second one, hold W and D, and then you should be able to just land right here normally. You might need to let go of the keys for a split second if you're going to go too far. That's a head hitter, 3-stud wraparound. It's not that hard though. Climb up this tightrope. It'll just slip you down like this. Just keep jumping at it until it lifts you up. But make sure to keep in mind of your HP. These are falling platforms, so line up good. Long jump, jump to the corners, and then slightly run on that last one right there in order to make the gap. Those falling platforms are really inconsistent. I don't like them. These also fall too. They're wraparounds though. Just quickly flick your camera around the wall and you'll be fine. Put the trusses against the wall. Here's what I do. Flick to this one, and then I do that thing where I just flick around the truss to the side. You can also head hitter on it if you really wanted to. If you're not good at flicking around, then you can just jump off normally. Just keep flicking, and then get up here. Do this on this side. I like to do it sideways. So if you fall, you get caught right here. So, because if you did it from here and you fell here, you just go back down to 1. This tower's pretty empty for the most part, so falling will likely be pretty detrimental to your run. But anyway, floor 3 now. So for these wedges, I like to flick down to the bottom here of this wedge, and then do a head hitter jump and climb this wedge. And yeah, pretty much that's pretty easy. 10 stud wrap, some half stud. Just make sure to hug the wall really tight. Jump on the spinner. Don't try to dodge the kill bricks, just let yourself brute force through them. Heal if you need to. These are some transparent blocks, but you'll stand like above them a decent bit. Basically just follow the path and you'll be okay. Just be mindful of... Actually, no, I don't. That jump's kind of far right there. This wrap. Now for this head hitter right here, what you could do, you could either do the head hitter from this side. You will get caught like this. Do it like this. This is not consistent at all for me. I'm really bad at doing it like this. Also, it flat side, so it kind of sucks. Or you could do it the normal way. What I like to do is I like to inch myself to the edge like this, jump a few times, and then do the head hitter. That's just my personal way of doing it. I find it pretty easy. Tightrope wrap, just try to land on the other side. For this kill brick weird thing, just jump to the bottom tips of these kill bricks. You don't have to go across each and every single individual one. Head up here, and now you're on floor 4. So floor 4 starts off pretty easily. And this is where we can do our first major skip. So, do we walk around here? Now really press up against this wall to jump, because sometimes when you're trying to like jump up to where I am right now, you'll like jump and then get teleported back behind this one stud walk around, right? I don't really know how it happens, but it's really strange. Anyway, wrap out. So here's the first skip you can actually do. If you stand up here on the edge, you just do a long jump, you can land on top of these kill bricks, and now you can either 1, jump straight to the edges over here, it's a pretty far jump, or 2, you can wall hop this, wrap around right here, and land there. But since I actually need to show you how to do it, I'm not going to do that. So you head over these, you can do that though, it does not, any of these skips that I show do not skip CPs either. So you can use them and you won't get kicked. If you're going to do it legit, just do a reverse head hitter here, or you can get climbing animation and then drop down, whatever you find easier. For this jump, really stick your head out and wrap out. I've failed that jump multiple times for some reason. This jump's pretty far. This jump, don't try to land here, try to land here. So just hold D and put yourself right there. I recommend unshift locking and then shift lock and jumping at the same time to get on the part that you want to be on. Wrap around, go up here, go here. You can do a walk around or a jump here. I like to do a jump. Then it's the normal wrap around. Now you're at the part where you could skip to. And okay, so now that we're back to this, and I'm not going to be bad this time, we're going to do the wrap around, and you're going to land on this half stud. Good, now jump up, land on this half stud, that jump's awkward, and then land here. Good job, now head up here. Now be careful here, the frame is a tiny bit misaligned here, and you can sort of climb like the intersection between floor 4 and floor 5. So I would recommend wrapping a bit out so you don't touch the frame. And then do your head hitters. Now be careful with this first wraparound. Like this first wraparound is notorious for just not. Well, just I don't know. I walked off it a ton just because I wasn't on a line correctly. Anyway, jump up here. Another skip you can do. You can lag heli clip through the wall here. So you can go straight to the outside. But it's really not that hard to do legit. So here's what you do. Go across all these half studs. Pretty easy. You don't have to do it as fast as I'm doing it. I'm just going to do it that fast. And you get this catch netted quarter stud part, which is annoying to say the least. Just line them up like long jumps and you should be good. This is like a 10 or a 9 stud wrap, I don't really know. But it doesn't matter, it's over safety net. And then you get the tightrope. And if you really didn't want to, if you didn't want a heli clip there, then you can do it here too, on this wall. You can just drop down here, do the heli clip, and then you can just be at the end of the outside. You can also do the same thing on this other side over here. It really doesn't matter. You can skip this outside in pretty much any way possible. But anyway, to do this legit, go like this for this little maze thing, I guess. Don't fall into this. This is a soft lock. If you fall, and oh well, actually no, it's not. You can just go out from here, and you can go over here, and you can do the heli clip to the wall. But if you don't know how to heli clip, then I don't really know what to tell you. Don't go down this path. Go the way of the cobra little walls. Go this way, and now get out here. And so come up here, go over this wall. You could use heli, you can use stuff like that, but heli doesn't really work on this. So then there's the sign that says please give up happy fists, which is fine. This is that wall I was talking about earlier, by the way, like good 30 seconds ago. Anyway, so you come down here, and this is the floor fight. This is the actual outside section. So do some long jumps, you do this wraparound, which is oddly really scary. I usually do that wrap in first person. I don't really know why I didn't, but I do those 2 wraps in first person, and then come over here. I like to just press shift and jump at the same time to get around these wraps. Just easier for me. For these walkarounds, don't turn too much. Just turn enough to the point, like hold W and turn to the left until your character starts to push to the left, like that. And then just turn back forward and climb the block like that and hold D. And W. Always hold W. And then just last head hitter, and there you go. Done with 5 outside. 5 outside is very easy. Just a bit intimidating. Alright, and now you come up here to the funny, infamous head hitter. So, my strat for it, inch the edge like this, stand like this, press shift, and then jump directly after it to like do something like that. Because pressing shift, you'll still, like, even though I would have fallen off the platform there, you have a few extra frames to jump. So if you press shift and then jump immediately, you should, in theory, jump. Don't trust these swinging platforms. They kind of suck. Jump to the one with the head hitter above it forwards, like that. Now just be careful with this. Make sure you don't get head hittered on this, because failing this swinging platform section is really annoying. Alright, and a few normal jumps up to floor 6. So now you get to the purple floors, the purple-pink floors, I guess. I'd say like the red floors are like, they really aren't that hard, but this is where the difficulty really starts to come in now. So, at the start of floor 6, you got this really annoying and tedious truss walk section. All it is just, you just keep flicking. So, just keep doing that. They fixed the luck clip here, so you can indeed go like that, and you will not get luck clipped in this wall anymore. So, that's good. Anyway. It's pretty easy. Just hope that something dumb doesn't happen, I guess. But also, just don't go too fast on it, since some stuff can happen if you go too fast. Alright, now you walk on top of the frame of it, and you do these wraparounds. These are 10 stud wraps, so don't underestimate them. And this is like a 9 stud. Alright, and you get this little, really small stud here. Just try to line up in the middle, use alignment keys, and then jump on top of it like that. Make sure you're actually on top of it, not actually just in climbing animation, and then jump up. Alright, now that you're here, now you got these spinners. So, the easy way out is to get on the spinner, jump over this kill brick, jump on top of this kill brick, and then just jump here. That's the easy way out of that. It's pretty easy to pull off. You probably won't fail it. Alright, so now if you want to do it the legit way, you have to go on this spinner, over this kill brick, jump pretty early here, and just aim for like right about here. Don't try to aim for here, because the platform will already be over here by the time you get there. So just aim for here when you're about like here. I don't know, this perspective's really hard to tell. When you're about like here, aim for here. But you should probably just take the skip, because that spinner section is just not really worth doing. Because then you just walk the rest of the way after the jump. Alright. And now for this is a conveyor. So jump up here, hold jump. I'd say when you're about this far away from it, hold A and just launch yourself on top. For the 4th time, please. Okay, there we go. Finally, God. Okay. So that took 4 attempts for me to get. I fell down to 5 down here every time. God, okay, I don't really know what strat for that conveyor, to be completely honest, but if you do get stuck in the kill brick, you can save yourself. Just try to do like a wrap out and jump forward. I've done it multiple times, but God, is that such an annoying conveyor. Just try not to get too close, and try to sort of launch yourself, but don't do it too much, because as you saw, I kind of fell and died. So for this, you could just lag high jump right here, and go up to here if you really want to skip this section. For this, I recommend just being in first person, and whenever you want to do the jump, just... God! For the 3rd time, don't... Okay, there, do that. Okay. Sometimes you'll slip on the stud, just try to angle... Just hold W and angle yourself left or right, and just try to get your mouse in the middle here. Then what I like to do is I shift and jump, and once I get around this wall, I hold D and W, and I hug against this wall, like this. Just like that. And then finally, you can get to floor 7. Don't fail to jump to this. It's kind of far. It's like 11 studs, I think. But yeah, finally we're on floor 7. Jesus Christ. End of 6. So pretty much everything from this conveyor to all the way here. That's just trash. It's trash. It's trash. It's trash. You should just lag high jump, skip this section. And this conveyor, trash. Just trash. Awful. God, I failed this section like 5 times trying to do this already, and it's really frustrating. Or was really frustrating. Okay. Anyway, floor 7. So starts off with these like kill brick things. Just jump where the particles are. If you have your graphics low, you probably won't be able to see them. So I recommend turning your graphics up if that's the case, but I don't know. These wrap around. So this is probably one of the biggest skips of the tower. So what you do is you can lag high jump here, and then you can walk over here and jump up here and do that, and bam, you skipped, I'd say like 3/4 of floor 7. Yeah, that doesn't skip a CP either. Again, none of these skip CPs, but I'm going to show you how to do it legit. So you just do wraparounds like this. Pretty scary because they're only 1.5 stud gaps. Just flick across this ladder. Don't try to, you know. Now for this ladder, what I'd recommend is I'd recommend flicking to this side and then flicking all the way around like that. So now through this section, hug the wall. Just push into the wall. Now once you go up this slope, you'll like sink into it like this, like you just won't be on it. That's fine. Just, oh well, I just got pushed up, but you can just jump. Now inch yourself to the edge and jump, hug the wall, and slightly, very oh so slightly turn to the right. Like that. Like, you see how I'm slightly turned to the right here? And then this, you can hold W and D and you can land this far on it. So you can hug the corner right here, and you'll be fine. Just make sure you just jump and shift when you do that. Go like that, do that. Now this jump is quite funny. So this right here is a falling platform. Now you could just wall hop right here. Maybe that's easier for some people, maybe it's not. But what I do is I jump, I delay my jump a little bit, and then I hold D the whole time like this, and then hold D, and... Okay, now that we're back to this jump, I really don't want to fail this, so please. You jump, and you go, and you just... Yeah! There you go. That's how you do it. Or you can wall hop the frame. Either one. But that jump sucks. I literally don't understand what Tin Tom was thinking when he made this tower, but then again, it was a long time ago, so no hate, no hate. Anyway, wrap out to here, and wrap out, hug the wall here, walk around here, walk onto this. Now, for this, just slightly angle yourself to the left and the right, not too much, but not too little either. Sometimes you'll climb that kill brick. If you climb it, just stand still and just keep inching off until you get off. If you need to go down a slope, just keep changing your angle and tapping A and D. You never want to press S, or else you'll go flying off the slope. Yeah, sometimes you'll get a climbing animation like that. It's scary. Alright, and then you have the truss, and you go like that, go like that. You can do it like this if you want, or you can flick your camera to the left and then hold A and W. I've fallen off these trusses multiple times because I'm kind of just not intelligent. Try to go through the, you probably won't, yeah, you'll probably end up like doing something like that with those kill bricks. Just be mindful of your HP. I'd say once you get about here, that's when you can start doing that. Or you can head hitter and then just maneuver your way around the truss like that. If you're not accustomed to flicking around trusses. These really terrifying 3-stick notes. Just saying, falling from any part of any outside section from now on, you'll land on floor 5 outside section. And you may think that's a good save. It's really not. Because then you have to do 6 and 7 again. Pretty much any of the purple or pink floors, which is not what you want to do. Anyway, so go like that. Go to this half stud, half stud, half stud. Just keep jumping forwards to these. Delay your jump a little bit there so you don't hit your head on this one. Like that. Align sideways. Long jump. Shift sideways at the end. You don't want to try to climb this, just shift sideways at the end. Funny 10-stud wrap. I think I failed that before. Just get to the back of the stud here and then just hold W and jump into this. Inch out, long jump. This jump. So you can either jump straight. You can jump on top of the wraps here and then do the last part of the skip I showed you over here. That's also another way you can get here. but you'll have to do, it only skips a few jumps though. It only skips this jump. So you can just jump up to here, climb that, and big wrap, and bam. Now you're at the part that you can skip up to if you do the lag high jump at the beginning here. Good job. Now, once I walk around, pretty easy. Now, here's a funny jump. So this is like a high jump wraparound. So the strat for this, in my opinion, the best strat is to go like this, turn, and then run and jump and shift lock, like just like that. And then you should make the jump theoretically. Jump up and then go to the right at the peak of your jump right here. I've failed this jump, fell back here. And I've had to do that 3 times, and then I eventually just failed the wrap and fell all the way down, and I was not happy. But, you know. End of 7, nothing to write home about. This jump's a bit far, don't miss it. Some kill brick stickouts. Health is a really important thing in this tower. You wanna watch that health good, because things might happen. Alright, and then head this way in the maze, go like this. You could do another skip here. It doesn't really matter where you do it exactly, but you can jump and you can lodge. This only applies if you have heli powers. You can jump and lodge right here. I think you get the idea. You probably know what's about to happen. If you have heli powers, go up here, equip them very slightly, and you'll be on top of this lodge. Then you can jump on top of this spinner. This spinner will sometimes hit you. Like, okay, I climbed it first try, but okay, I'm just getting the climb every time. Okay, well, sometimes it'll just hit you backwards, and that's fine. But yeah, you can jump up, climb that spinner, run to the middle, and bam, you skipped these squeezes on 8, which is pretty good. That's a good skip. You should definitely utilize that. Again, doesn't skip CPs. That'll be the last time I mention that. Alright, anyway, if you want to do it legit, you go this way. Go like that. Do this scary wraparound. It's like a 1x6. Head around here. Do these head hitters. Wrap into this. That jump's scary. Do this jump sideways. Alright, and then you're on floor 8. Floor 8 is an interesting floor. This really line up to the edge here, so you jump and you head hitter and you still make the jump. You go like that, you go like that. Alright, jump forward. There. Now this is the tedious thing. Just kind of align yourself under it and then hold jump, and it should push you. It should push you to be angled with the hole, and then just kind of hold jump. T-pose helps a lot with that jump. Just kind of keep jumping until you get through. This wraparound is very far. Careful with that. This is the conveyor. What I do, I let myself run into this kill brick a bit, then I wrap around, and then I just go right through. Now this is the squeezes on 8. So this you need to, I'd recommend getting closest to the edge as possible, and then wrapping closely, and then, yeah, land on the stud. This one, just like that, and like that. I don't really know how to explain how to do those, other than try to get your arm as close to the gap as possible, and then wrap in close. Because it's really easy to go too far out. Anyway. Head over to the spinner, jump on top of it, run to the middle as soon as possible, then head up here, go over here, do this tightrope wraparound, head over here. Now, for this wraparound, aim for the upper block, just like that. Don't try to go down here. I don't like this head hitter that you have to do here. It's really uncomfortable, and I think it's bad. This is a really long jump, so set it up good. I recommend climbing it. It makes it easier, for me at least. So inch down this until you pop up like that, and then jump to this side of the ladder. Be careful, this ladder can be a bit jank at times. Just sometimes drop you, so be wary of that. Whatever. Anyway, come up here. Turn slightly to the right, hold W to push yourself off the block, and then just fall and turn sideways. Now go into these head hitters. Now be careful, these head hitters are a bit funny. Just kind of do them like a wrap out and then go forwards. Sorry mobile players for this one, but if you're a PC player, you can alignment key on this. alignment key to go from the side, go like that. Don't jump on the last tightrope, just jump forward and shift sideways and jump on top of the block. I don't know how people are supposed to do that if you're a mobile player, but you're a mobile player and you've beaten this tower, then huge props to you. I don't know, I do not understand how you could ever have the patience for something like that. And also the fact that you just don't have lag high jump. I mean, you can get lag on mobile, but it's a lot more RNG than it is on PC. So, pretty much, you have to do this tower mostly skipless on mobile, so any mobile victors of this, absolutely cracked. Anyway, this wraparound is pretty easy. I failed that. This was my PB for a little bit once. I don't know why, I'm just bad. Do that jump, do this jump. Now, wrap out around here. Now, for this part, I like to do it like this. I don't know why I think it's safer that way. Again, the frame is still a bit misaligned. So wrap out like this, and then land here, so you don't accidentally climb the frame and it messes up your entire jump. This is not a GVJ, just jump to each of the little studs poking out. If you do fall in it like this, and you're like, oh no, how do I get out? Go to this last stud, just jump up and climb it. Watch your HP, so. Anyway. Hold W and D going across this. Get to the last one, really line up that last walk around. You really don't want to fail that. That would kind of suck. Walk onto this. Head hitter. Every single time I get to a head hitter that's kind of close like this, I always flick off the wall and then do it. I don't know. Just more consistent for me. Alright. Now we're on floor 9. And this is exactly like that one wraparound on 7. So do the backwards and bam. Trying to flick a little bit at the end just to make sure you really get up here. So now 9. So you can do, so this is the last major skip of the tower. Well, second last actually. You can lag high jump up here, and you can jump onto, this is a conveyor, so watch out, and then you can skip up to this conveyor and you skip pretty much all that. And then everything around the frame over here up to here. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, if you want to do it legit, go like this. Jump to it, and then slightly turn to the left, and then hold W and D, and just kind of push yourself up it. Good job. Now do this. And my strat for this is I slightly turn to the left, I push W to make myself slide down the slope like this, and I hold W and D. So if you're up here and you're holding W and D, you won't move down the slope, but you also won't move up. So just kind of let go of the keys to slide down the slope near the bottom. And then quickly change your hand position from holding WD to hold A, and then jump. And you should make the jump. That's what I found to be most consistent, at least. Jump up, climb this ladder. Up here, up here. Careful of this wrap. You gotta really stick yourself in at the end there. One sort of walk around. Be careful with this head hitter. I failed that once before. It was not a pleasant time. Also, as you can see, there's a 8-layered kill brick spinner here. I think that's 8. I don't know. I don't actually know how much it is, but yeah, watch your HP. You could very easily die on this floor. Some half studs. This is a healing spot right here too. Need to heal. Now this is the mirror block section, sort of. So anything that's behind the wall is a real platform. So jump to here, jump to here, skip over this one on the inside and go to here. Hug the wall, go here. Back up on this, and you can go to the last stud of this platform. And then jump, go here. Jump, go here. And then aim for this, and you can hug the corner here again, and you can heal again. That section is really easy. It's a lot more intimidating than it looks. Or, no, it looks a lot more intimidating than it is. So don't worry about that. Now this section's tricky. So you have to come over here, you do this wraparound. It's pretty transparent, so it's kind of hard to see. That's a far jump. You should have lined that up sideways. I don't know why I lined that up forwards. Anyway, it's possible to jump over the spinners to heal if you really need to. I don't think you're really gonna need. I mean, you probably will, but just take it safely. You just do this, and then head this way. Do this wraparound, and then go here. I recommend first person. Wrap around this. Don't try to walk around it. It doesn't work nearly as well. You will probably fall if you try to walk around it. And then you go to the end. It's a little bit right there you can jump to. And yeah, now we're at the part with the conveyor.
Here we go.
This conveyor sucks. I don't like this conveyor. What I do is I slightly turn to the left, and I just hold D, and then press W and go around, and then last one, jump and hold W. Alright. Yeah, so a lot of parts of this tower are kind of fast-paced, so it's kind of hard to say what I'm doing while I'm doing it. So this is a falling platform 8-stud wraparound, which is really fun. My strat is to jump to it forward, like you're gonna, like, and you kind of like align yourself like you do for a normal wraparound, but you just do it really quickly. So you do it like this, you go bam, 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 bam. Just like that, and then don't slip off the half stud. That's what I found to be most consistent. Jump to the quarter stud, jump up here, and you can go up here for a healing spot. Yeah, so now that's pretty much, that's a lot of 9. There's only one sort of difficult part left, but it's really not that hard. So just be careful with this part. Try to, yeah, I don't know, it's pretty simple. Just wrap around the walls, watch your HP. I'm gonna keep saying that for this floor because it is very important you watch your HP. If you die on this floor, you probably won't be very happy. Anyway, head up here. This tilts up and down, tilt it up, and once it tilts up, run up. For this spinner, ignore the boxes completely. Don't even worry about the boxes. Don't even look at them. Just jump on the spinner, and then jump straight to here. Don't even look at the boxes. Don't even look at them. The boxes are just there to throw you off and be annoying and bad. Yeah, okay, it just hit me right there. I don't know if that can hit you off. But anyway, head over to here. Now this is a tilting platform. Now this part's fun. So you need to tilt this down and up. And right when this tilts down, it is starting to come back up. You run to the platform. So right about now. Just like that. That part, it'll sometimes you'll make it really smoothly like I just did there. Or sometimes you'll make it really sloppy. And sometimes you'll just run off and you'll just lose all your momentum. You'll just not make it. I really don't know what the best way to do that, but right when it's about to start going up, right when it starts going up is when you gotta do it. Anyway, these are some falling 4-stud wraps. They're pretty easy. Definitely don't fail those. Definitely don't fail those now. Try to at least fail something difficult. Go slowly on these pushers. First one's just a wrap around. Be careful of those poles. These are sort of rotating 1-studs. Just get on them and get off of them quickly. Another one of those tilting platform jumps. Just like that. This last 10-stud wrap of 9 that is a scary jump. Don't really like that. All right. And now you're on 10. So 10 is the hardest floor, as you probably assumed. Also has the best music. So, starting off 10, you get this 12-stud jump. You get a few 12-stud jumps. Line up to the edge, slightly turn to the right, and then jump forward and shift sideways, and you should theoretically make the jump. You can also wall hop the frame here if you choose to. Or, better yet, you can get here, wall hop the frame, get up on top of this box, and you can jump to here and skip that first 12-stud completely. Or you can high jump on top of this wrap. There's a lot of options you can do. Did the same thing for this one. Kind of far stick out. Wrap around. Killbrick wraps. These can deplete your HP really quickly. Watch out for those. I recommend T-pose for any Killbrick wraparounds. Just use T-pose. You will take a lot less damage, and it's really nice. Alright. Floor 10. Alright, the infamous thin stud part. So, this part is known for being really bad and really annoying because it just kind of slides you off. Just jump to them and then just hold W once you get to them. Make sure to look around the wall for this one. This one is definitely the hardest. You can look under you and you can see the stud. So I like to hold W and I like to tap A and D depending on where I want to be. Because then I can just like shimmy to the edge of it. Jump to this. Jump here. Get on the ladder. Be careful with these ladder flicks. They can be extremely jank sometimes. Cool. You just did that section. Awesome. You're winning. Go like that. Wrap around here. I like to jump this sideways and then unshift lock midair like that. This wraparound is scary. So you have to be careful with this wraparound because sometimes you'll slip off the block before you even get a chance to wrap because it's a half stud. You're standing on a half stud, so that'll sometimes happen. So just try to wrap quicker than usual. Like, you really don't want to push yourself off that block too much, and then jump and wrap. That's a half stud you have to land on. The landing on the half stud is easier than wrapping off of the one stud, in my opinion. Anyway, thin studs now. Just jump, climb them if you really need to. Just be careful. These, you really shouldn't, I mean, these are kind of tricky. Alright, now the infamous tightrope. This is fun. So, this definitely is a strat. You definitely can rush this tightrope if you want to. I've actually made it a lot rushing this tightrope. But, if you really want to be safe, I guess you could do it. If you really want to be safe, you should probably do it normally. Alignment keys. Again, if you're a mobile player, I am so sorry. You can do this. Go into Ghost and try to like go like that, I guess, sort of like that. And now what I like to do is I jump forward and I go into first person and I just go like that. I just go like that. I just land on it. I try not to rush it. Just try to jump onto it and land. If you get climbing animation, that's fine. Just climb right up. Again, alignment keys. The first one's a lot harder than this one because for this one you can just do this and then you could just, yeah, you can just kind of rush it at the end there because since the platform's right there. Anyway, now that you're here, okay, so I got killed IRL. Anyway, now that I'm back, push yourself, turn slightly to the left, hold W, push yourself down until you pop up, and then do the wraparound. You'll still flat side a little bit, just be careful. Jump up here, do the, and then big wrap, and now you're on a decent safety net. So again, another tiny stud. Try to align yourself in the middle of the block here. Alignment keys, jump up. That one's this one is a lot smaller than the one on floor 6. So just this might take you a good minute or so to get. It's really annoying. Try to inch up, and bam, there you go. Make this jump. That jumps pretty far. This is like a 10.5 stud wrap. You can wall hop it if you want to. You are indeed allowed to wall hop this, I think. Let me just, yeah, you can wall hop that if you want to. Oh, well, I suck at wall hopping, so.
You can't score Brit. So
you know.
I don't even have to worry about things.
So let me get up. There you go. Long jump. 10.5 stud wrap. Alright, now here. Jump here. Wrap into this and push yourself in. Now be careful. God, okay. Try not to die. I almost just died there. I'm so glad I actually focused and pulled out helmet that time. Try to stand forwards, don't stand sideways like I was. God, I'm not intelligent. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, no, this part will deplete HP really quickly. And then jump up and shift. And then you can do the same thing here if you need to heal, but I'm just gonna go for it. Just jump up here and go like that. Alright, cool. So now you're at the end of 10. So jump forwards to this block. Stay back. Don't get under this. Stay back here. Wrap out. Jump forward. Now turn to the right. If your head is correctly under this, you should just be able to turn to the right. Just holding W. Just holding W. And then you should just be able to walk. Just like that. It's scary. And then just fall out. There you go. That part is really intimidating. I don't like it at all, but you know. Alright, jump to the slope. Go like this. Again, don't press S on. You can press alignment keys to like make yourself go down, but I don't recommend it. Just kind of tap A and D and slightly angle yourself to get down. Once you get to about here, just tap D into the kill brick and it should push you down angle yourself slightly to the right, and it will angle you down, and then angle yourself left again, and go like that. There you go. Alright, now you're on the outside. So the outside is really easy. It's just the stress that'll get to you. Like, I'm not stressed at all because, you know, I've beaten this tower multiple times, so I don't really care. But, yeah, anyway, truss flicks. They're pretty easy. Go like that. There you go. Now, don't be, Travis and try to jump to this side of the ladder, but walk off here and then fall back down to 5. Like, you just went like this, tried to do that, but just went... Yeah, it was really sad. Make sure you actually get on the side of the ladder. Like that. Angle yourself over this platform down here. So just in case you fail this somehow, you'll land there. And you might get another shot at it. Climb down. Jump. Go like that. Some easy one-stud walk arounds. And now this. So what I like to do is I like to stick my head out a little bit like this. Just like this. And then turn forwards. And then do the head hitter. And there you go. That's pretty much it. Now you just head up here. These are some ladder flicks. You can either do these ladder flicks like that, or you can wall hop these. Wall hopping's a lot easier in my opinion. Alright, and you get one last jump, and you're done. Alright, and you're done. So,
all the locations.
winner.
All the enemies gathered.
So that's probably the hardest one. That's definitely the hardest one I've done so far, or just commentary, I guess. This I don't like this tower. It's really annoying. I like the purple floors. I think they're a lot better than the red floors. Not really floor 6 and floor 7. I don't like floor 6 or floor 7. But the skips make this tower a lot better of an experience. It makes it a lot more fun. But it does make it a lot easier. So, if you really want to aim for an actual terrifying, I would recommend trying to use less skips. Specifically, the 7-9 skip. Like the 7 and 9 lag high jumps. If you really want to keep the difficulty up there, don't use those. Because doing those takes away a lot of the difficulty. I'd say if you used every skip I showed in this video, the routing's like high insane. Like, there was also a skip on 10. I did miss a few skips. Like, there was this lag high jump you could have done on 10 to skip from the thin stud part, like the thin studs against the wall part, up to the tightrope. But I'm not really good at pulling off that skip. Also, I just forgot about it while I was doing it. But, yeah. Again, that's not every skip. And for the most part, you know? Yeah. I wouldn't recommend doing this, like, skipples, though, because it's not fun. I did.
Is that it?
Yeah. I don't know. It's up to you, really. But, yeah. Anyway, Toffin done. Commentary done. I've beaten this tower many times before. Alright. We are done. Alright. Goodbye.
What's in here?